see you there. Where am I? Well, we my new Bloxburg Lodge. Exterior. Lodge? No, there is also a lake. I know, it's a full build. Just with no interior because I had no idea how I was gonna do that. So, yeah. I also built too close to the end of the plot. Don't look at the back! That does not matter. Okay, it was too close to the end of the plot and I couldn't put anything there. But if you like this, stay tuned for the speed build and 20 pounds of commentary on things we don't even want to know. Well, you guys, at least. No, excuse me. As I look back down on all the people who... as I look back down on my beautiful balcony. Okay, so... this is the base. I did not record me making this shape in the basement and all that, but I feel like you kind of get like the gist, like I feel like you understand like what's going on. Like you don't have much questions. You should not have much questions. This is the base of the build. Like yeah, it's just like this. Well, it's not the base of the build. It's just the lake. This is the base for the lake. This is the base for the lake. This is the lake. This is the lake. Okay, and I'm not gonna add anything inside of it yet because I want to make sure I have money. But you kind of like, I don't know if you get the gist, but this is where we slope up to the first floor. The only problem is I feel like I made this kind of very similar in height, so I might have to scale some of these down, which would cost a lot of money. Like, look, like for every single block. Oh, that's $12. I didn't even measure out how low that was. Oh my god. How is that? 10.1. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't even know what half these numbers mean. I'd be praying I know, but okay, there we go. But then I have to do that for every single block like near the, like you get the point. Like it's a lot, right? So I'm only gonna do it for this side, and everything else is gonna stay the same as it is because I'm a lazy bastard. Can I say that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm lazy, and that's how it is. That's how I've always been. I don't care. I'm always gonna say I've been lazy because that's just who I am. And so, yeah. This is gonna take a while, so I probably would just skip this part. Like, I feel like we don't need to watch me scale all these down one by one. But that's just what it is. Like, yeah. And if you're, like, wondering, like, why I'm talking, like, instead of just, like, building as, like, over, like, a commentary, it's because I'm trying to actually include myself speaking in the video because, like, I feel like that's just, like, tea. We need like IRL, like in-person me speaking. Like that's what we need to talk. That's what I want to talk to. Me. Alright, you see that? You see that? Oh, you see how that? You see that little? Oh, that's tea. Can I transfer that to the right? Oh, push. Oh, there we go. That's tea. See that? That is how a lake. That's how a slope works, Bebs. That's how a slope works. This is it. I will have to do it for like this side too, which I'm not really looking forward to, but this is how it's gonna be. Okay, so during this section, ooh. Okay, so like, during this section, like I was saying, I don't know what was that, but I'm really just like, making the lake. This by far had to have been like the most expensive part. I think when I started this, I still had 200k, but as like I place more cubes, you can see my money just drop. And then you have, well, on the lake, I did a gradient, which I ended up changing like 40 something, like not 40 something time. That's a drag, but it was like a lot of times because like I didn't like how the colors faded. But I feel like it got the job done, and maybe with more experience, I'll get better. I don't know. But yeah, I had the gradient on the ocean, and then I was coloring the lake. And I added like the greens on it because you know a lake has algae with like and all that stuff. It's not like completely blue, I think, at least. Well, no, that is the case, right? I'm not crazy. It's not completely blue. Some of them are. Yeah. So I was doing all that. I colored the lake blue and all that stuff. And if you're wondering why am I doing nothing right now, I took like it was like so many breaks I took like. For another section, I ended up taking like a whole hour break. So it's just like me doing nothing for 2 minutes in the speed recording. It's so awkward. But yeah, after I completed like, I basically just focused on connecting like the blocks. And if you're wondering, yeah, like at this point, I was trying to blend out the lake and the water, like not wait, the grass and the water. I did not do that. I just gave up. I left it be like that because we need a sense of Bloxburg, and also it just looked better that way, in my opinion. So I ignored that, and it's another attempt to do this. So don't worry about this. But I literally ignored that after like a while of trying it out. Even though I thought this one looked okay, it didn't stay. I got rid of it. It's fine. But yeah, after playing around with that, I just left it alone, and I focused on sloping the grass together, the changes of like levels in like the grass and the terrain together, and then making that connect to the first floor. Then I focused on trees, and that's kind of what happened here. I'll let you guys watch it in quiet. Also, I'm a little bit sick, so if you hear me like blow out a lot, yeah, that's why. Okay, so I am like pretty much done with the lake. But look at how pretty this is so far. Like, God, this is gonna look so cute. Like, I'm so ready. This was not supposed to really look good. I was not expecting it to turn out nice, but the water looks so realistic and the trees is like so lake. Like, yeah, so you can kind of walk on the water. Like, you see like all like the flowers and the plants, like, and the algae. I really like, ooh, this lake is cute. Like, this is cute. This is tea. And when I finish it, 5 o'clock, yeah, 5 to 7 o'clock is best times, right? But yeah, I'm gonna go like I don't know, like I'm gonna probably edit this a little bit now, and then I'm gonna go do something. Like I might eat my food. I made food while making this build, and I never even finished eating it. Like, jeez, I made cereal. Mm, yeah, I'm sorry, I got hungry. Um, yeah, very cutesy. Okay, so for this part, we focus on mainly the other half of like the plot. If you're wondering, whoa, this plot is split really weird, like half and half. That's weird. Because the lake isn't directly in the half of the plot, it's more like crossing the line a bit. If you thought that, you thought right. That's exactly the problem. That happened. And I think it might be like slightly why the interior never got done. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just never gonna get done to begin with, but who cares? I literally just focused on building the slope. Mainly the exterior took up a lot of, not the exterior, but the landscaping was majority of this section, and also like the video itself. Like yeah, it was just a lot of landscaping and blending out the landscaping. So here you can see me start like putting the path down so that you can kind of see like where you drive in, you know, like where you enter the house. And then I push the circle part of the path back so that you can kind of so the house can actually exist, you know, because like I said, it was too close to the end of the plot, which turned out being a huge problem because I couldn't really do anything to the back of the house, so it just looks really choppy back there. It's like super sad. And then I started playing around with fences, but those never ended up staying, and I go back to landscaping. And honestly, this house is like partially just an excuse for me to get better at landscaping and exteriors. I think I effectively did that. I think I got my good training arc. I don't know if that's what you would call it, but yeah. And then I start basically like sketching out the house. And the only reason why I did this, which I was avoiding majority of the time, which is why I don't even touch it in this segment. I literally barely touch it at all. Is because I did not want to do the exterior. Like I suck at them, and I was just so scared I was gonna mess it up. Which I did. Like I ended up putting it too high, which is like here I'm making like the windows because I wanted to make sure I made the windows before doing anything else. So, like I made the windows and all that stuff. But if you watch it, you'll notice that like I don't know how to explain it, but the roof, the windows itself take up 2 floors, so I couldn't start the windows on the highest floor. So I had to like delete the wall and move every single window down. It didn't happen yet, but when it does happen, at least you know beforehand about my stupidity and lack of knowledge in any type of in anything really. I'm just too stupid for my own good. Um, and if you're noticing, wait, that means you would technically copy paste the front of the house to the back of the house, right? Yeah, I would. But did I make a copy pasteable? No. Some might say that's where the problem lies, but I just say it builds character. Yeah, so yeah, literally for this part, I'm literally whoa, that was like the same word 3 times. But for this part, I'm primarily like um definitely focusing on the windows and putting the windows on top of each other so we can get that triangle shape that was shown in the reference. Which should be at like the top of your screen. It might not be there when I'm recording, it's not there, but it should be there. It should be there. If it's not, my apologies. I guess you'll never know. Because I don't know. Yeah, but if you don't know, I'm pretty sure like it will be in the description. I will link the Pinterest to majority of the references, which is just like 3 or 4, because I kind of pieced this together myself and just used the house as like my main reference, like it was a heavy reference. So yeah, but I'm only just putting the windows on the house, and you see I moved it all down. Like that sucked. That sucked, but I moved it all down, and then I kept going up and up and up, and that was mostly it for this section. Like this was like for sure one of the longest parts of the build. I wouldn't say the hardest, very the most tedious, but I wouldn't say it's the hardest part. Yeah, and the rest of this is just literally me either doing that or switching back over to landscaping or like anything or like checking scales. Like I check the scale of my like avatar to like that pathway, and I lowered everything down. So like yeah, it's just me checking like the scale of anything to make sure everything is like scaled right. Or it's just me like doing windows or like landscaping. Like it was just like very continuous. Like the landscaping was like so long, and even though it shouldn't have taken that long, I let it be that long. So some may say it's my fault. I wouldn't say that, but I would say that. So I guess um the windows and copy pasting were the friends we made along the way. Well, I'll leave you guys to watch it. I don't. I can't say anything. Every time I see this, I just get trauma flashbacks. I can't believe I did this to myself. And you see me here trying to pull the lazy way out and try to make the windows copy pasteable on the back so I can just paste it to the front, but I didn't end up doing that. So ignore all this. It's just crap. It was like a waste of my time. Whatever. Bye bye. What's up, y'all? We are so back. Like, my mic's in. This should be working. Props to me. I actually did the right thing. So, we're back. It's Tuesday today. It is Tuesday. We have a few more days left until this needs to be finished built. I'm just too lazy to actually, like, build when I'm free. And somehow I ended up on Adopt Me building. I miss Adopt Me, okay? I miss it. Jeez, that's my shit. You know, Adopt Me is my game. My roof is done, and that surprisingly took a very short amount of time. I thought it was gonna take forever, but it didn't take that long. Okay, so I would keep building, but I have $63,000 left. Um, I'm not gonna keep building. I don't know much about like, and I don't really, I never really experienced this problem before. But like the plot data thing, I don't know how much I've used. I don't think I used too much, but I don't know if I used a lot. I think I should be okay, but I still don't want to like risk it. So I feel like I should just go to work and rethink about my life choices and then come back and go figure everything out. Okay, so yeah, I went to work. I got back. I got back to building. Okay? Honestly, seeing that transition from like me saying that to like the next day, cuz it's not even the same day. It's so crazy cuz it's so clean, but yeah, I literally just went to work. Um I finished the exterior very early on in this clip. I think I added a few more details towards the end, like sporadically while just randomly doing the exterior for the house. I mean, yeah, wait, what else exterior would I be talking about? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, but I literally just did the exterior for the house. Like I said, sometimes I jumped around for adding trees or anything, but I just focused on definitely like lining the house up. You gotta give it a little taper, like, come on, give him his little stripes, like, I was focusing on that. I didn't really use a reference too much for the colors of this build, like, at all. Like, I think I used it a little bit, but it's not the same, but you get the vibes still, I think. I think mine is more, happy. Mine is more springy, which if you're looking at this, and you're like, whoa, how is that dark green spring y? I actually changed all the colors off camera. Like every single color changed. I did a lot off camera, which I didn't record, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter because it wasn't that interesting anyway. So I finished up the roof. The roof was done. It took me like so long. It was so tedious. Like I was stressing. And then I started by doing some window designs. It wasn't too complicated. Very simple. I think anybody could have done it. But yeah, I did that. And then after that, I think I did like a very simple like I outlined it and then I colored it up and then I did a very simple custom door. Not too complicated. Like it looks nice. It got the job done. And off camera, cause like I said, I did a lot off camera, mainly because I didn't think I was gonna do anything. I didn't think I was gonna do too much off camera or like at all when I was building off camera, but I did a lot. I literally finished the exteriors. Yeah, after coloring it all up, I literally built the custom doors, and then I fixed the pathway concrete thingamabob, and then I went AFK for an hour. But it's okay, I cut that part out for you guys. I don't want y'all to have to see me just continuously come back to move my screen around and walk away to eat. Like, I don't, that was sick. I built a little bump out because in the reference it has one, which I still don't know if it's right there or not. It might be. I hope it is. It should be. Or maybe I showed it at the beginning of the video. I don't know. But it should be there. So if it's there, look up because you see like the little bump out, and I added it. It's not like the same thing because originally I was just gonna use that window hack with the opening window where you use like the door as a window, the sliding door. I was gonna do that, but I didn't because like that was gonna be sloppy. So I just didn't do that. I literally just built the bump out. And then I even pushed it out more because in the reference it looked like it was pushed out a lot and the back was pushed out a little bit. So instead of just pushing the inside, like pushing that one back, I just pushed the one forward so it looks like it's Y'all get that. And then I made the roof have more of a overhang on the sides and the front. I think off camera again, it may have like slowly the overhang for the front might have decreased because I had to fix some stuff up with the coloring because I didn't do it on camera. Like it was so boring and it was just so complicated. You could just see me like, changing each color like individually pressing each window. It was so boring and I didn't even color the back of the house at all. It's like completely like blink because of the too close to the sides of the thing. But yeah, after that, I just did some. I literally just focused on the exterior, and all the main parts I did not end up recorded. So you can just like watch this part and kind of assume like slightly of what I did do. You know, I'll let you enjoy this in silence because I feel like I don't know if I sound premature or annoying. Hope I don't sound annoying. So, yeah. Bye bye. Okay, guys, I'm all done. I cleaned up a lot of things off camera and added like the lights and the decals, but it's finally done. Well, the exterior. I don't plan to do the interior of this build. I think, I don't know, I was, but I don't think I am. But it's all done. Look how beautiful the sun looks on the cabin. It's like nice and shiny. I recolored the cabin. I did a little bit of the floor plan. I was initially going to do it, but it just never ended up like working, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Look how gorgeous this view looks. That's sexy. Can I say that? I don't know, but that's gorgeous. It looks so good. And I'm really glad. There is a room here. I just got rid of the door because I'm going to put it right here, I think. But the reason why I mainly didn't do the exterior is because it was just so hard to like, um, it was just going to be, I don't know if y'all heard that. I just took a picture. But it was going to be so hard to do all that stuff. But somebody's just going with my plot. Lucky them. Enjoy. Look around, bucko. But everything is done. And yeah, I'm happy. I think I'm really I was gonna do the interior, but it's just so hard. 'Cause I have no clue what to put in there. But yeah. Oh my god, this is a good photo. Maybe this is the screenshot for the thing. Maybe. I don't know. But it looks gorgeous. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed!